accountability starts at the top, whether it's at the state or at the center, says Sanjay Jha. Your response to that?
Good evening, Madhav, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Let me say at the outset that only immoral people do not take moral responsibility. Now, as is by habit, I'm not gloating, but I've come prepared for my 2.5 minutes. I have the necessary data, NCRB data, some of which you've already stated. Suhail has also talked about it, but I don't want that to eat into my time because I want to say something very important in the form of a question that I request you through your auspices, Madhav, to ask to the BJP spokesperson. And I'll narrate this question. It's a very important question. It's a very revealing question. In 2017, there was a train accident in Uttar Pradesh where no one was killed, but 70 people were injured. Suresh Prabhu was the railway minister. He was not the driver of the railway train. He was not a linesman. He was not a train ticket examiner. He was not at the post that dictates when a train should come and go. But he took the moral responsibility and he resigned for an accident where no one was killed. I want to ask a very simple question to the BJP spokesperson. Why did Suresh Prabhu resign when he was not responsible for the accident in any way? Why did Suresh Prabhu resign? Answer.
Syed Zafar Islam.
Good question.
Well, I think these are two different situations, and I will also remind Sanjay Jha, when he was talking about he was giving lectures and sermons, he must remember, and I would request him to do some back testing when he was in the Congress and the Cong party where he was earlier associated. Everyone knows about the Bhopal gas tragedy. After the Bhopal gas tragedy, instead of providing support to the victims and their families, Congress leadership was prioritizing how to make Anderson flee from the country. Everyone knows this fact. At least
Well done, Zafar. Well done.
when you are talking about Bharatiya Janata Party, our government is prioritizing what
as
needs
I
to be
said-
How are you
prioritized.
different, sir, Mr. Syed Zafar Islam?
deserve
You
my
are
2
factually
minutes.
correct, but this is a legalistic
I deserve my 2
whataboutery.
minutes.
How is the
That's
BJP
not
any different as a party? If you're holding the Congress party
And
to account
as
for
far as the-
that,
as
for
far as
people
the-
getting away,
Only-
how do we know that Jayesh Bhai tomorrow will not, pop up in London
No, as
or in some other tax haven? How do we know that?
Let me just complete. No, let me just complete. No, all I said that what we have prioritized. I mean, unless you fix responsibility, Mr. Suresh Prabhu may have taken a call on his own. Somebody may take call, somebody may not take the call.
But this is so much
But
more grave, sir.
when-
135 lives have been snuffed out.
Then you don't have to take
Prime
a call.
Minister
It will be
Modi
call will be
accepted-
taken by the authorities who needs to
Mr.
take the
Islam,
call.
with due respect, the Prime
And that's
Minister
what I said.
accepted Mr. Suresh Prabhu's resignation. He accepted the resignation. He also knew that Suresh Prabhu was not
No,
the
all I'm
driver of the
saying-
engine. He was in no way responsible for the train accident. But Narendra Modi
That's what
accepted
I'm
the
saying.
resignation of.
Rangan, can I just respond to your question? All I'm
Please,
saying
please.
that there are two different situations. Mr. Suresh Prabhu chose to submit his resignation, irrespective of the fact that he was not responsible for the accident and he was not responsible for the mishap. Yet he chose to tender his resignation. Somebody may choose to tender resignation, somebody may not choose the tender resignation. But here, the situation, I am saying that
Sir,
situation is different
if
because
there was nothing wrong, the Prime
there was
Minister
no
could have
casualty
rejected that
here.
resignation
What
also.
we-
I don't
what
think
was
this
needed is
argument...
the no.
Sir, people
you
need
have
to
Mr.
see
PM
that their
Modi.
elected
No, but
leaders
here-
are
here,
responsible
what
and
was the-
accountable.
what should have
That's
been
the
the
bottom
priority?
line in a
Priority
democracy,
should have
and I
been
don't think there is any
rescue
negotiating that.
operation.
You have Mr.
Rehabilitation
P.L.
operation,
Modi. He
support
is
to the
state
family,
minister.
that was the priority. And that's why we have prioritized
Mr.
that.
P.L. Modi
We
is
will
the
fix the
state
responsibility.
minister for transport.
And we are
So
not
why
saying
can't
about
the-
fixing the responsibility.
Why can't the
But
two
what is
things
hurry?
happen parallelly, Syed Zafar Islam?
What is the hurry?
Anand Ranganathan has said.
No, it
My
cannot
mind-
happen.
1 minute, Zafar.
You are not, it cannot happen.
Anand
No,
Ranganathan has
Madhav,
said to
let
my
me just
mind
complete. It cannot happen. These are two different situations.
that 8 minute, yes,
Here is the
but
chief minister is responsible and the minister is responsible to.
one
Madhav,
minute.
can I just complete?
I'll tell you
how
this
is there no
will change.
responsibility
The
here?
chief
No, no,
minister.
Anand-
What are you
Anand
saying?
Ranganathan-
Or for